Mhm. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Uh, Welcome to this live session. We want to discuss Azimio without odium. If you followed news, you might have gathered that the other constituent parties of Azimio are namely Jubilee, the faction led by Kioni, and the DAP party, the one for Eugene Omalo, and others have suggested that they would want a meeting where they could kick ODM out of the coalition. So the question is, what is Azimio without ODM? Because these are some factors we need to look into to understand this. If you are interested in this subject and would want to contribute, as usual, you just click the link that is pinned in the pinned comment and you join. If, let's say, you are a member of ODM and you have something you would want to share on this particular subject, or let's say you are also one of a member of the constituent parties of Azimio, like Jubilee, PNU, and others, and you would want to share something on this, as I said, feel free to click the link and join us and let us have a discussion. Otherwise, you can also put your views in the comment section so that we engage. As usual, we go through all the comments and then we also show the comments. But in the meantime, all you have to do is to click on that link. It is it is in the pinned comment section. You can click that and we can have a brief conversation on this issue. Now, what I would want to state is, first of all, on what ground was Azimio founded? So first, all these parties came together with the aim of making one Raila Odinga president. So it was a coalition with an aim. The aim was to make Raila Odinga the president, and of course, to marshal support for BBI. And both failed. BBI was stopped by the courts, as you can remember. And after that, even at the appeal, it was still dismissed. And of course, Raila also did not win the election. So after that, Azimio had to look for a new goal. And from the look of things, their goal was now to oppose President Ruto and make it impossible for him to work. It was very deliberate. They were to oppose him and make it very difficult for him to work. And at the initial stage, they did so. Some of them actually tried, whether it was through this or that sabotage, but they did their best to try and make it difficult for President Ruto to deliver. But then recently, one of the AZIMIO parties and the AZIMIO leader. So AZIMIO has a AZIMIO chairman, but also there is the AZIMIO leader. The AZIMIO leader in this case is Raila Odinga, and the AZIMIO council chairman being the former president Uhuru Kenyatta. So the question is, after a while, Raila decided that he would prefer working with the president as opposed to continuing continuing to engage on matters of sabotage. And this has not pleased other AZIMIO members, as you can imagine. So things have been tight. The likes of Kalonzo have made it very clear that they are not going to partake any association with the Kenya Kwanza government. They are not going to be part of it, that is. They're not going to be involved in whatever manner. They will oppose it. And they have opposed it and even called ODM names, saying that ODM decided to betray the Gen Zs, that ODM decided to go to bed with the same people who are persecuting or destroying the country. They are making it look like ODM saved Kenya Kwanza government from failing. And so far, Kalonzo and others have had very unkind words for ODM party leader and others. And so here is that is the background. So the question that we are asking is, what happens? What happens? Should they have the meeting that they were talking about? Though ODM called a press conference and declared that they are not privy to any meeting, that they are not privy to any meeting. That is one. But also they were very clear that should there be such meetings, it will not culminate in removal of Raila as the leader of AZIMIO. In their argument, without ODM, AZIMIO is like dead, not alive in any way. And to some extent, I agree with them. Now, let me share something here. UDA is the most popular parliamentary party in Kenya. They are followed by ODM. Actually, UDA has more members of parliament than ODM, double the member of parliament that ODM has. But ODM is the second largest political party in both Senate and the National Assembly. In other words, if ODM was to leave AZIMIO coalition today, ODM would still be the minority party, meaning they would not have to share the positions, committee or otherwise, with the Wiper, Jubilee, or any other political party that was forming AZIMIO. You see that? So they were right when they were saying they are the big boys here. And it is laughable to be threatened by smaller parties. And so, to answer this topic of today, what happens should ODM leave AZIMIO? We are not looking forward to ODM leaving AZIMIO. It's not our prayer. But should that happen, then ODM remains the minority in parliament. Another thing that works in favor of ODM, and they have explained this, is that as far as things are concerned, as of today, ODM does not have a working coalition agreement with Kenya Kwanza coalition. So there is no formal coalition agreement. That is what ODM was being accused of. ODM was being accused of being in government or working with Kenya Kwanza formally. They are not. What they are saying is that they have donated some of their experts to help in building the country or making Kenya better. And so, cleverly, since they don't have any written agreement with Kenya Kwanza, you cannot accuse them of being both in opposition and at the same time sitting in government. And so they can have their cake in this case and eat it politically. That is what will happen should ODM leave. They remain the minority party in parliament, which means they will have the minority leader, they will have the minority whip, they will lead the PSC committee and all other committees that are left to the minority group. And that will make it very difficult for the likes of Kalonzo from the opposition bench to even be heard. So it is in their interest to continue working with Raila. If any case, they are enjoying these positions courtesy of ODM. It's not the other way around. It is not that ODM is now enjoying the positions they have in assembly because of the support they are getting from Wiper and other parties. No, it is the other way around. Wiper and Jubilee and DAP and other parties are enjoying whatever it is that they are getting in parliament because of their association with ODM. I think I have handled that particular issue. I wanted to clarify because it is a subject that was of interest. Somebody had asked what actually happens, and so I had to share that. And thank you so much for taking your time and watching this particular session. I can see there are no questions today, so we call it a night. And then tomorrow, you can suggest a topic if it's a topic of interest. You can suggest, then we will discuss that tomorrow. Otherwise, thank you.